Morning everybody. Hope you're well. Long time no see. It's been a while since I've done a bit of a wobble gob, so I thought I'd get myself a cuppa. I've got my breakfast and thought I'd have a bit of a chat with you before I start work today. You'll notice the interesting title of today's episode. Oops, missed 41. I must have been a bit too keen last time and I jumped number 41, so we're a bit out of sequence. So this one is like 42B or A or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're well. It's lovely. Weather forecast from Brighouse today. Nice and still, a bit chilly. Grey skies, no sunshine yet. So I don't know how long this one's going to be. I'm just busy chuntering away as usual. You'll notice on my desk I've got some new stuff. So this is why I've been kind of quiet recently. I've been locked in the shed. If you haven't realised, there's knit and stitch in 2 weeks today. I'll be setting up. Oh, that's a bit scary. That's just made me feel a little bit sick. Oh, still lots to do. Anyway, so I've designed a new kit. It wasn't originally going to be a series. I started with this one here, and the inspiration that came from it are my hoops in a hoop and the circles within circles. So I wanted to do something where you'd got the circle within a circle, and that's sort of where the premise started with it all. And then after I'd done the first one, I sort of did the second one. I thought, oh, they look a little bit like spring and winter. So then we've got summer and autumn. So it's a series of 4 prints. So these are hand carved. I hand print every single one, so every one is totally unique because the colours will be slightly different on every one, and they're just so nice to stitch. So the idea is the print's there, and that it gives you inspiration as to where you can stitch, and then there's a few little bits that I've added to these ones that I haven't had on kits before. So we've got these lovely little embellishments. So these are I make all these little bits out of clay. And then there are some little silk cocoons, some little linen buttons and threads. And then on some of the others, on 2 of them, there are these wires that are wrapped. So, yeah. So they're going to be launched at Knit and Stitch, which is quite exciting. They'll be available, sales pitch, advertisement. They'll be available in different formats. So one format that you can get is a kit. So it comes in a bag, and it's got everything. They're mounted onto canvases. So I just thought, rather than having them in a hoop, you could leave them in a hoop if you wanted to, but I thought it's quite nice to actually have them and have them physically onto something. So there's a canvas in there for you to stretch it onto. So there's the kits that include everything that you're going to need apart from needle, scissors and a hoop if you want to work in. So there's everything in the kits. Or you can just buy the prints. Or at Knit and Stitch you'll be able to make up your own, so you'll be able to choose a print, choose a canvas. I'll have a few embellishment packs. Obviously I've got all my wools and everything with me, so you can make up your own kit, which is why I do my pick and stitch. So if you are coming to Knit and Stitch, that's what I tend to do with a lot of my stuff. It's not very often I do full kits like this with everything in, because some people want everything, some people want just the prints, they don't want the threads, so it's trying to please everybody. I'm a people pleaser. So I came up with the pick and stitch, where you can pick and match all the different sorts of things. So you can then get the prints either individually or as a long strip of fabric that has all 4 printed on them. So I've really, really enjoyed doing these. So I think this might be a route that I end up going down a little bit more with my kits. But one of the other ideas that I'd had as well is my embroideries. They're screen printed lines. So I'd wondered about maybe doing some colour backgrounds and then doing the screen prints over the top. So that might be another thing that comes up probably next year, once I actually get my head around having a bit of free time to do bits and pieces. So yeah, that's exciting. Then I've got other new things as well. I've got my cupcake kits, they're called cupcake kits because they come in a cupcake box. But there's the single one, which is the bobbin on a scroll that you can get. Then there are the double and triple wools with prints. There's all sorts of things. So I hope you're coming to Knit and Stitch. If you can't get to Knit and Stitch, when I get back, anything that I've got left over will go onto my website. And then once I can get my head round creating some more, you never know, I may sell out. Ooh, fingers crossed. I'll make some more. So there will be something that will be on my website. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed doing these. I think they've been kind of fun things. So what else have we been up to? I'm going to have to take my jumper off. I'm having a bit of a hot flush. Oh, microphone. Just moved that. Oh, put a jumper on this morning because it wasn't so warm. And now I'm absolutely roasted. Right, let's get ourselves set back up again. Right, here we go. Right, so at the weekend I was over in Harrogate and with Creative Adventures Group in Harrogate, yes, and we were doing my mini book in a tin. So this is my little sample that I did. It's not finished, but this is my sample that I did on the workshop. So this is my little book in my tin. Slightly different to some of the other ones because it's actually got a cover and a wrap all the way around it. So this is the one. This is my little sample. So it isn't finished, but this is all the different techniques that we covered during the day, and everybody else they did a little bit more than me because I was going and helping people and stuff like that with it being a workshop. But I'm probably going to finish this one because I quite like it. I think it's kind of cute and I really like the little wrap round that goes round it. So if you fancy having a go at making a little stitch book in a tin, I've got 3 workshops next year that are doing this. So I've got one that's in person at my shed, and then I have 2 that are online. So the one in spring, I'm running that as an evening school. So that'll run, I think it's 6 till 8 or 6 till 9 on a Monday. It's a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. I should have written this down. I think it's in March. So that's an evening school. And then in August, I'm running it as a summer school. So that'll be 10 till 12. So I run it over 3 days. The reason that I do that is there's 2 hours where I demonstrate everything that we're going to do. And then it gives you the rest of the day to carry on working on it. There will be an opportunity to chat to other people that are on it as well, or if you're near Brighouse or you can get to Brighouse, you could come and do it in person as a 1-day workshop with the option of adding on just a come in and working day the day after it. Yeah, it is a really, really cute little workshop. Well, I say that, don't I? It's my workshop, but I really like it. Everybody that's done it has just said they become addictive, these little books in tins, just making more of them. They are done in paper, but I suppose you could do them in fabric. They'd just be a bit floppier. And I have done books in tins because obviously there's the 12 pages of Christmas, which is on YouTube, and obviously we're coming up to December, so it might be you might fancy doing that again, leading up to Christmas. So yeah, so that was that, which was very, very exciting. I really, really enjoyed doing that. And just on a workshop thing, my workshops for next year are all on my website. They've gone live now. So I am doing the ones in person. I'm doing the little mini book in a tin. I haven't got the other samples because they're all packed up for knit and stitch. I've got one which is my tiny little boxes that I did, that is printed tea bag paper that makes a tiny little box, and you design and print all your own linos and then stitch into that as well. That's an in-person one. And then the painted hoop one that I do as well, I've now put a new date for that because the first one was full. I've now got a second date for that one. So that's very exciting, and I'm hoping to launch an online bookmaking club possibly next year. I've got a few different ideas floating around my head. So that's all that. Oh, sneaky peeks. So yesterday, it's very exciting. I've started filming the 52 project for next year. Now I've got to try and get just a little bit of this in. Just a little sneaky peek there. Started working in the hoop. So that's kind of exciting. So this is the bobbing along and what's sewing on 52 challenge. So it's 52 words next year, which is very exciting. And you can join my membership for that. It'll start the first week in January. So you need to go join my website, choose which group you want to join in. So the very first one, which is the bobbing along, that gives you the 52 challenge, plus the new Tribe Tuesday, which is going to be an online chat thing. Or the What's Sewing On has that project plus the stitching hour. Now I've got a little bit of an amendment to make to the stitching hour. So the original video that I did, if you go and look at it, the sample I was going to do, as well as stitching into my dress, the sample one, I was going to do it as a book, and I've totally changed my mind with that one, because yesterday I was busy thinking about it, and what I want to do in the order that it's going to go in, I don't think it'll work in a book. So what I've done is I've got another hoop, and what I've done is I've actually got it, this as part of a dress. I stitched up the pockets and then chopped the pockets off the back, but I'm doing another big hoop, mainly because then you'll see it going actually onto an item of clothing, so I thought that would work a little bit better. So what I do with the stitching hour is there's this one that I do that is the tutorial that just goes through that technique, and then when there's the live session, what I'm going to do is what was on the tutorial, I'm doing it onto a dress, which hopefully this does fit me. I'm hopefully going to wear it when it's finished. Whether I'll wear it out and about, I don't know, but it's something that I have planned that I will be able to wear. So that's an update on those two. Then I had a lovely little visit to Haworth, if you saw on my Instagram. I got some vouchers when I left work and finally got over to, there we go, Hawksby's. So if you've not been to Haworth, or if you do go to Haworth, you need to go to Hawksby's. It's the most beautiful shop that sells work by some absolutely amazing artists. Oh, you just want to spend, I will warn you, you do just want to spend a fortune when you've gone. So there's been an artist called Povey that I've seen her work before. Every time I've gone in, and I've just thought, oh, I love it, because I was lucky enough and I'm so thankful to the department and the other staff at school for getting me a voucher. And it's my birthday on Thursday. Tomorrow. I've just realised as well, I'm filming this on Tuesday. That's going to throw everybody. So I'm filming this on Tuesday. Why am I doing that on Tuesday? It's because I'm having my hair done tomorrow. Kind of excited. It's my birthday on Thursday, so I've treated myself as well. So I was only going to buy one, and then one on its own didn't seem right, so I was going to get two. And then two on their own didn't seem right either, because you have to do things in odd numbers, so I ended up getting three. So what Anne does is she creates these, they're like spoons and utensils. So the end of them is like, I think it's copper. And then she enamels the front. So I've got those two little ones, and then, so these are going to go on the kitchen wall once I've spoken to Mr. B. Look at these, aren't they absolutely beautiful? So they're going to go hopefully like that on the kitchen wall. How beautiful are they? Just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So she repurposes, so there's a hair clip, a screw, and obviously a chisel. And then she puts the enamelled copper ends on. Oh, they're just beautiful. So that was a bit of a guilty pleasure, bit of a treat for me this week, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I've just got totally confused then, thinking today was Wednesday, and I was like, oh, I'm going out. But it's like, no, I'm not going out. But I am going out this evening. I'm going out to Huddersfield. Oh, I can't remember who it is that's running it. Hold on, let me double check. It's the Thread Republic in Huddersfield, and I'm going to a screening of the Nettle Dress, which is very exciting. It's a documentary that follows Alan Brown, who makes a dress from stinging nettles as a tribute to his late wife. So I'm very, very excited about that. So it says, textile artist Alan Brown spends 7 years making a dress by hand, just from locally foraged stinging nettles. This is his medicine. It's how he survives the passing of his wife, leaving him with their 4 children bereft, and how he finds a beautiful way to honour her. Stunningly filmed by award-winning documentary maker Dylan Howitt, the Nettle Dress follows Alan's journey through the seasons and years, foraging, spinning, weaving, cutting and sewing the cloth before finally sharing a healing vision of the dress back in the woods where the nettles were picked, worn by one of his daughters. So I'm absolutely Oh, I'm just really, really looking for. I mean, I'm imagining that it's going to be quite emotional to go and watch. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. So my shout out this week is just knit and stitch again. 2 weeks tomorrow. If you haven't got your tickets, please use the code handmade, HANNEMADE, all in capitals, and you think you get £2.50 off your ticket. I am in Hall 1, or Hall A, which is the big one that has all the exhibitions in. So please pop by and say hello. I don't think I'll be doing a wobble gob now until after the show. So if you keep an eye out on my social media, I will probably do a couple of little lives and do some pictures and stuff like that of that. Yeah, so today I've got a day filming. I'm carrying on with the 52 project, which is kind of exciting. My wellness, my 3 wellness Wednesdays, chatting as therapy. That's my biggest thing. I totally noticed this past 2 weeks because I've been stuck in the shed and on my own, sometimes for 48 hours without speaking to anybody. I think the ladies on Saturday definitely discovered the fact that when I do meet people, then I am in super chatty mode. So I would imagine knit and stitch is going to be like therapy for me. I'm just going to be speaking to everybody. I probably won't shut up for 4 days. I'll be exhausted after that. The next one, wellness, is based on this one, the colours of autumn. This is my favourite time of year. It's probably just getting a little bit past it now with the colours, but I just love autumn. I just love the colours and going for little wanders. November, I do like November, but sometimes it's a bit grey, so it's quite nice if the sun comes out and you can get out and about. Love going and walking on the canal with the trees, reflections and all that sort of stuff. And then my third one is homemade soup. Little pleasures in life. I've got a roasted sweet potato one that I made yesterday, which was very nice. I just love this time of year. I don't know why I always feel that it's only this time of year that you can make and eat soup, because you can have it at any time of the year. But I am a little bit obsessed with making soup at the moment. So that's one of my other wellness things. I think it's just good for your soul. It's nice and hearty. So yeah, this is probably going to flummox everybody now because I'm going to post it on a Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. I've talked about Wellness Wednesday. I thought it was Wednesday. This is the other thing that I am totally noticing about working on my own and working for myself, is I have got no clue what day it is ever. Because Robert comes home, he goes to work. He works away Monday to Wednesday and then works from home. But when he comes home on a Wednesday, because he's home on Thursday, that feels like Saturday. So yeah, no clue. I have no clue what's going on. I have just a lot of lists everywhere that just remind me what's going on. I keep saying that I'm going to get one of those clocks in the kitchen. The ones, the old-fashioned, probably not old-fashioned, they're probably quite trendy now, that has the day of the week that flips round with the time and the date and stuff like that, just so I stop having these senior moments and not knowing what's going on. Anyway, I think that's me. So if you come into Knit and Stitch, please pop by and say hello. If you fancy bringing a project with you to show me that you've done, I'll love to see them, but I know carrying stuff, you want space in your bag to put your shopping in, so that's fine. Bring me a photo. But please pop by and say hello. Mr. B will be there with me, bless him. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, one of the things that I did say, because we talked about meetups and things like this, the show sort of gets a little bit quieter, probably from about 3 o'clock onwards. So if anybody fancies doing a meetup with anybody else that's doing any of the projects or a part of the tribe or anything like that, pop by the stand from about between 3 and 5 if you're still about, and say hello. Hopefully I'll have a bit more time to chat to people then, but you know me, I'll always stop and chat. So that's it, I think. I'm going to have my breakfast now, finish my cup of tea, and then crack on with some filming. So see you 2 weeks tomorrow, or Friday or Saturday or Sunday if you come in. If not, I'll probably do a big roundup of it all the week after. I can't believe that'll be December. Oh, very scary. Yeah, so there we go. Okie dokie. Have a lovely Tuesday/Wednesday, everybody. Love, hugs. Mwah. Happy stitching, and I'll see you later. Ta-da!